What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Doc, and today I have something special for you guys. I almost forgot my intro because it's been 5 weeks since I'd done a whole video, but we're back from a family vacation. It's been 5 weeks, and I had to take care of a couple of things, especially my health, especially with my teeth and mouth, so I took care of all that stuff, and we're back to reality after 5 weeks, and we have a bunch of customers lined up, and today we have a Lexus RX 450 that's here to get a ceramic coating, and we will be coating it with the C6 Hydrolite as well as Hydroglass for the windshield and the rear window, and just using the whole DIY detail lineup. Thanks to the DIY detail team for sending me out the Rinseless Wash V2. I've only used it once since I came back, and it's pretty good, but I want to keep using it before I make a dedicated review on that product. But so far, it's comparing apples to apples, it's definitely a bit better than the Rinseless, their original Rinseless. So that's good to hear. And then other than that, we're going to be using the gold standard polish. Give it a quick one stop. And the good thing is we don't need to use a panel prep. If you're going to use any other detailing brands polish, then you want to use a panel prep, preferably DIY's panel prep. And then you're going to apply app. And that's how you're going to prep the vehicle. But here, all we're going to use is the gold standard polish. And from there, we're going to wipe off the polish and just go straight to app before we apply the Hydrolite on the paint. And with the exception for the wheels and tires, we're going to be using Armour Detail Supply tire cleaner, and for the wheels, we're going to use the Armour Detail Supply wheel cleaner. And all the products should be down below for you guys to order down in the description, and you guys could use code DMS at checkout for 10% off. And let's get started with the video. Alright, so as we move on to the wheels and tires, like I said in the video, we are using everything DIY with the exception of the wheel and tire cleaner, or the wheel cleaner from Armour Detail Supply, and their tire cleaner, which to me are the best two on the market at the moment that I really enjoy. And look at all that brown, and this vehicle has been driven a little bit for about a little over a month, and we really want to deep clean the wheels and tires for sure. And then I ended up using quick beads on the wheels to protect them, and the owner is going to keep using quick beads to maintain the actual beading properties and keep it clean. He's going to be using that on a regular basis. And then as for the tire dressing, once we did the whole wash, decon, and everything on the vehicle, I end up applying the tire dressing before we move on to the polishing step. And that's about it. Just an amazing finish and look on the wheels and tires for sure. Alright, so the whole wash and decon process is done. We just finished applying the DIY detail tire dressing, and from here, just gonna let it sit here for about 5-10 minutes. We passed a blow dryer to clean all the cracks and crevices of any dripping water. That way, once we're done with the polishing process, it's not gonna, mess up with the coating, especially if you have any drips or stuff that comes back from like this, the mirrors, like that little drip right there, that wants to happen. But, we don't want it to get onto the coating. But other than that, I'm gonna back the car up and take a little break and get ready to polish the vehicle. So once the polishing step is done, we're ready to apply Hydroglass on the windshield and then on the panoramic sunroof. And just for context, we did use the gold standard polish, and then we wiped off the residue with a damp and rinseless towel, and then we went straight to use an app. No need to use panel prep. Now, if you're using a different company's polish, they do recommend that you use a panel prep just because of the chemical compatibility issues that you may get, and the coating may not stick. So that's about it. Also, just for context, the customer, I've coated his other vehicle before, and it does have the Hydroglass on it, and he ended up putting C6 glass coating, oh, not C6, I'm sorry, Gtechniq glass coating on his windshield, and he said, hey, just to let you know, just put the Hydroglass. I prefer that one way more than the Gtechniq one. So I had to polish the windshield just because I was on vacation for a month and he was just waiting for me to get back, but he just preferred to actually have something on the windshield than have nothing at all. And Hydroglass is just such an amazing coating to use. It's just a little goes a long way, and as you can see in the video, I am using here the white diamond applicator pads, which I'm not a fan of. It just sucks up way too much product. I just prefer the DIY detail foam applicator or the auto fibers applicator savers. They suck up less product, and a little actually goes a long way. Here I'm just saturating the actual applicator over and over and over again because this sucks up a lot of product. And this time in this video, I actually left the Hydroglass for about 20 to 25 minutes. I did the whole glass, and I also did the whole panoramic sunroof, and then from there I just waited 20 minutes. The longer you wait, technically the easier. Ivan says it's easier to wipe off, and I kind of find that to be true. And of course, don't do it in direct sunlight. It is hot. It was hot outside. It was about 85 degrees, and that's about it. I just waited, did it on a shaded area, waited 25 minutes, and it wiped off easily. And also, I am not using my traditional towels, on which I was pointing at just now, just because we got slammed with work after coming back from vacation and I ran out of towels. So here I'm using the Rag Company's Pearl towel and also the Mr. Everything from Autofiber. Traditionally, I like to use the quadrant towels from Autofiber. But that's pretty much it. I just coat the whole vehicle, and that's it. Or not the whole vehicle, I just ended up coating the whole windshield, and that's about it. The windshield and the panoramic sunroof, and ready to go. All right, everyone. So it's been a little over 20-25 minutes since we applied it, and this is how Hydroglass will pretty much cure on the glass. And pretty much Ivan and them said, 15-20 minutes, but even on his video he left it for 45 minutes. He pretty much said the longer the better, and it is true. In terms of the longer you leave the product on, it is definitely a lot easier to wipe off. As you can see, it pretty much hazed up completely. And now we're ready to level off the coating. And let me put this right over here, and I'll start leveling off the coating. And that's about it. It is typically a smooth wipe off. This is the first time I actually left it longer than 15 minutes, but I had to go do something, and this is the time. So here I'm going to show you the wipe off step after 25 minutes, after everything's hazed up. Yes, I used a little bit of elbow grease. It wasn't nothing crazy as if I left a high spot or anything. It's just more to really just make sure I get that residual off and don't leave any slight streaks on the glass. And look how easy it just comes off. I just use my wipe off towel, my initial, and then my final buff, and that's about it. And look at the 50-50 difference. Just such an easy way to coat your glass and your panoramic sunroof. It's just no issues whatsoever. And then once we move on to coating the C6, I am using a different applicator. And again, I ran out of supplies and I had to reorder everything. That way I have stuff all set and ready to go. All right, so I found an applicator. So this is a glass transparency one, and I applied Hydrolite on here, and right now it's pretty humid, so pretty much we would like to wait just about a minute before leveling off, because it flashes off pretty quickly. It's kind of hard to see the rainbow on this white vehicle on camera, but just apply it onto the applicator and literally wait a minute. My wife is doing the other one, and we are using, like I said, the Pearl towel and the fluffy red one. It's different towels that we traditionally don't use, but those are brand new towels anyways. And that's it. Just apply it as such. Make sure it's even coverage. You could go in circles, and that's about it. It's kind of hard to see on a white vehicle, especially when you put it under the clouds. And here we just wait a minute, and it's pretty quick, easy. Hydrolite is very forgiving. Just don't, leave a high spot like crazy, because you will not like it whatsoever. And these are the towels that we're using. So this is the fluffy red one from DIY Detail, and this is a Pearl towel from the Rag Company. I know a bunch of people saying you're using an expensive towel to level off the coating. Well, I got these TRC SEMA of last year, and they were like $5 for like a pack of 5, and I ended up buying like 5 packs. So in a way, I still saved money, and that's about it. It's kind of hard to see the rainbow, but like I said, just wait a minute and the slickness is pretty much instant as well. And same with the gloss. And here it's starting to dry up a little bit. Yep, it's starting to dry up. So just level off right away. Like I said, it is humid. And you'll feel the slickness after you grab your buff off towel or your final wipe towel, and you'll feel the slickness instantly. And that's it. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Like I said, just try not to leave high spots with any coating. It's not just Hydrolite, but Hydrolite is very forgiving. And that's it. We are done. We will coat the rest of the vehicle and show you the results, but this whole half is done. And just look at the nice shining gloss. The hood is done as well. So all that's left is the other right half. I will see you guys on the outro. All right, so the coating is done, and this is how the vehicle turned out, and it just looks amazing. Everything DIY and C6, of course, minus the panel prep for the windshields. We did use app, and minus the tire cleaner and wheel cleaner from ADS. But other than that, everything else was used. The gold standard, the app, C6 Hydrolite. Just look at the gloss, and it is super slick. And Hydroglass and Hydrolite. But that's about it. After an hour, the car is ready to see the elements. That's it. This is the result. It's kind of hard to grasp the gloss through camera because it is a white vehicle, but in person, trust me, it is crazy, crazy glossy. All right, everyone, so this is the outro. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. It was a long day. I am missing a glove, but hey, yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and that's the results. Everything we used was from the C6 minus of what I said, and of course the applicators, the orange applicator from Glassparency fell, so I ended up having to use the suede block from Labocosmetica, which I still have there. But yeah, even the leveling towels, I got to order a bunch of stuff. But pretty much all the products are down below in the description for you guys to order. Let me know what you guys think about the results. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.